All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you do if you want to make a curve, and then have a pointy corner anchor point? Well, you're going to use a keyboard shortcut to help you do that. Let me show you how to do this. All right, so I've turned off this layer and this layer. I made a new layer called corner anchor point. So I shut everything off so we can draw. Okay, so we're going to go to our pen tool, and we're going to click and drag and release. And we're going to click and drag, release the mouse. We're going to click and drag, release the mouse. Now here's where it gets tricky. You click and you drag, and then you press Alt, and you make a corner anchor point, and you release the mouse, and then you release the Alt key, and then you come to your anchor point and you click like that. Okay, now in order to get this really nice, we're gonna have to edit it with the subset select tool. So we can click on this thing and we can drag it a little bit here, we can drag it a little bit there, we can move this kind of up a little bit, we can drag this in. Okay, so you can kind of see how to get this the way we want it. Anyway, so we're going to make this nice little teardrop, and that is your next assignment. So we're going to, every time you get something done, make sure you save your changes. Okay, we've already saved it to the right place, so it's good to go. All right, so you can also draw lots of basic shapes. So we're going to draw a bunch of the shapes, and we're going to do a star. Okay, so I made a layer called basic shapes, and I can go to the basic shapes and I can make rectangles, and I can make sure they get filled with lots. Oops, where'd it go? They can get filled with lots of color. So there is the fill, and I can fill it with color. Okay, so I can do that with a bunch of other different shapes. So let's take a look at it. So we can do a polygon, and you can draw the polygon, and you can come over here and you can change the number of points. You can basically turn it into a circle or a triangle if you want, and you can adjust what the corners look like. You can round the corners if you want. And so let's do the same thing with a star. You can make it look like a regular old star. You can adjust the points. You can change the size of it so you can make it skinny, and then you can adjust the corner to where it starts to look like more like a starfish sort of thing. So make sure that you go ahead and make your layer called basic shapes and add in all the shapes to it. All right, and so by the way, I forgot, when you draw your star, make sure it has 9 points. Okay, that's it for the first section here of our practice. Now we're going to go into the actual challenge of it. All right, so for the freestyle challenge, you must save all the work you've done so far with all those shapes. Okay, so make a layer called Freestyle Challenge. Use the pencil tool, the freehand pencil tool, the pen tool, basic shapes. Edit your work with a sub-select selection tool. Change the stroke color and size. Change the fill color. And you need to create something that exists in the real world. So something I can look at and recognize. So like I said, something that exists in the real world, like a unicorn or a wizard or something like that. Okay? So let me just kind of show you what we're trying to do here. So we're going to turn off these layers. We're going to keep them. We're going to create a new layer, and we're going to call it the Freestyle Challenge, and that's where you're going to draw your own thing. So when I go to grade this, I'm going to see all your basic shapes, the work you did with the pen tool, your corner anchor point tool, your freestyle pencil, and then I'm going to see your masterpiece. And we're going to vote on the best one, and the best one, whoever draws the best one, I will give you donuts. All right, thanks, guys.